Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we are going to be talking about the NightFall, which this week is the Scarlette Keep. It is here from the 5th to the 12th. And I wanted to do a video on this because it's kind of farmable. Every run that I've done on Master, even with 2 randoms through LFG, not even really in a coordinated fire team, has been dropping great loot. A lot of golf balls, a lot of exotics. As you saw from the beginning clip there, the loot from this is just fantastic, and it's kind of surprising because this isn't even Grandmaster difficulty. This is just Master difficulty. I figured I'd make a video and talk about what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what you should expect, and why you should be farming this thing right now. If you want golf balls, if you're just missing some exotics and you want just good pinnacle gear and good weapons, this NightFall is for you, and I would really take advantage of the Scarlette Keep as it's the active NightFall right now because it seems very farmable. Every run I've been getting golf balls and exotics. So let's go ahead and get into the class that I am running. I am running a basic Void Warlock, and I'm going to surprise you guys. I am running Child of the Old Gods and Chaos Accelerant. I am not going to run Devour, but I am going to have Devour as a fragment, as you can see right there. Echo of Starvation. That's going to be giving me my Devour every time I create a orb or pick up a Void Breach. So, and you can see right there with Echo of Harvest, that makes it very easy to do. All I have to do is weaken enemies, which I will be doing with the Void Buddy with my Child of the Old Gods. And of course, I am running Healing Rift with that Child of the Old Gods, so I'm getting my abilities back faster. The rest of the build really doesn't matter. It's just those fragments and aspects work really well for me. So moving on, let's get into the aspects, the mods and the stats. You always want to run 100 resilience. I am running a double grenade kickstart mod and am running Controverse Hold, of course, so I can make my grenades more powerful and charge them a little bit easier. The rest of my mods aren't really that important. I'm just running Bomber so I can get that grenade back a little faster. And I am running, of course, Discipline and Resilience mods. Oh, and I also have a Ashes to Assets because I'm throwing a lot of grenades. It'd be nice to get my super back that much quicker. For weapons, I'm trying to stay long range because this is a higher level, higher difficulty NightFall. So you don't really want to be running too much close range stuff unless you have a specific build for that. So I am just running a double linear fusion rifle with a good scout rifle. I am running Arbalest to take down all of those shields and just to destroy those barrier champions. I have a scout rifle for my unstoppables. This is a barrier unstoppable NightFall. So you want to be running weapons that you can take advantage of, those stun mods with. And as a general rule of thumb, you want to kind of stay far away from the enemies in the Master and the Grandmaster NightFalls. So that is my build. Very simple build, nothing too crazy. Moving on to the gameplay, you want to prioritize your life over everything else. And that's why I enjoy this build so much, because when you use your Healing Rift your Healing Rift Void Soul, I should say, every kill you get with that Void Buddy is going to recharge your abilities. Not only that, it's going to recharge your abilities, it's also going to weaken all of the enemies in the area. This can be great for DPSing a boss, it can be great for ad control. The Void Buddy just makes this very easy. The Void Buddy is awesome. I'm going to do another build on the Void Buddy coming here real soon. Another video is going to be coming up with that, so stay tuned for that, guys. But you want to be prioritizing your life over everything else. As you can see here, we are taking this very slow. We are going past this bridge very quick, very slow, I should say. We are trying to keep all the champions stunned and just prioritize our life. When you do these Master NightFalls and Grandmaster NightFalls and just high-level content in general, you don't want to rush things. That's when you make silly mistakes and take easy downs. Sometimes it's better to go slow and smooth rather than trying to rush things and taking a lot of unnecessary deaths. As you can see right here, we are just taking our time. I'm trying to use my Void Buddy as much as I can, and we're just taking our time with this Unstoppable. It really helps too to be able to stun both types of champions. You don't want to go into one of these NightFalls with only one stunning mod. You want to be able to stun all the champions that are in these activities. You can't always rely on your randoms, or even maybe some of your friends, to bring mods. So it's just a good rule of thumb also to just bring enough mods for yourself. And yeah, another tip that I'm going to give you guys is try to have a couple of scout rifles, good scout rifles for these. I am using void weapons in a void subclass because there is void surge on this NightFall, so all of my abilities and weapons are going to be doing bonus damage, and you need every little bit of bonus damage you can in these higher level activities. So for me, having a good vouchsafe like I have right here, I have 4 times the charm and explosive payload on this vouchsafe. This is a perfect role for a higher level NightFall activity. I'm getting bonus ammo reserves with 4 times the charm, and I'm getting bonus damage with explosive payload. Why not run this? Going to my build for a second, I did not think Devour was as important because you're not really killing a ton of enemies really fast. Even the red bar enemies, as you can see right here, take 5 to 6 shots to kill with my scout rifle, which is doing quite a bit of damage. So I didn't think Devour was a priority. So I went with something a little bit different and selected Child of the Old Gods and Chaos Accelerants. What I like to do is I like to throw my grenade. I like to overcharge my grenade and throw it. After that, I immediately lay down my Healing Rift, which procs Bomber, so I get grenade energy back immediately. And then I just kind of keep that loop up. With your Healing Rift Void Buddy, you are getting your abilities back constantly. I love the Void Buddy for that reason. You can kind of lock down an area with it and get your abilities back very fast. And so that's the kind of gameplay loop. It's very simple, it's very straightforward, yet it worked, as you can see in this video. And not to mention, I am still getting Devour through my fragments. It's just not proccing as easy as it would if I just got a grenade kill. I have to go and pick up orbs or that Void Breach. However, it wasn't really a problem. I was able to keep Devour up for a decent amount of the engagements. As you can see right there, I get my Void Breach and, I've got Devour up. Of course, it goes away, but I can get it right back by just generating more orbs with my grenade and my Void Buddy. If you don't want to run a Void subclass, that's fine, even though you probably should. I would go with Solar. The Solar Titan, Solar Warlock are obviously great for survival. They both offer a lot of survival elements and DPS factors, especially with the well and those sunspots from the Solar Titan. However, I think all of your builds are viable in this. This is not a super hard NightFall. At least I wouldn't say it is up until you get to the boss. The rest of the NightFall is fairly easy. So yeah, if you have a really good arc build or a really good strand build or stasis build, as long as you're comfortable with it and you could stun the champions and maybe have some crowd control for the ads, I would say go for it. However, I would recommend Void and Solar just for the survivability and DPS factors of both of those subclasses. Another weapon I would recommend that we did not run, or I did not run with in any of my runs through this NightFall, would probably be Bastion or Malfeasance, because in the boss fight, as you can see right here, the Unstoppables, when they spawn in this room, will come right up on you. They're of course running right up on you along with all of these arc shielded knights, and it can get very hectic when they all run up on you. They're going to get nice and close. I was able to get away with running my scout rifle to stun them. However, if you want to run Bastion, I think Bastion would be great at taking down these Unstoppables at close range. And they will get close to you, so just be prepared for that. You have to get on those Unstoppables very fast. If they get up on you too close, it's going to be very hard to get them out of there. However, it is doable. Bastion would be perfect for that. Malfeasance would be really good for that as well. Malfeasance could put out a ton of damage this season, especially with the new hand cannon buff. So those are two options that I would consider for this NightFall. One last tip I can give would be to run heavy ammo finder mods and special ammo finder mods. I am running a special ammo finder in this game because I am running Arbalest. Arbalest is obviously perfect for taking out those barrier champions, but if you run out of your heavy ammo on boss DPS, the Arbalest actually does pretty good DPS itself. It's a long-range, solid, strong shooting linear fusion rifle that goes in your kinetic slot. So as you can see right here, I've run out of my heavy ammo. I can still do pretty good DPS with Arbalest. So make sure you're running those ammo finder mods just to keep yourself a bit more safe and able to do boss damage. Guys, I think that's about it for my guide. I hope you get out there and farm this Nightfall and enjoy it. Go get your exotics, go get your golf balls. This is a really enjoyable Nightfall. I really had a lot of fun playing it, and I hope this video helps you guys out. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.